Deep within the mysteries of the universe lies a reality hidden from human eyes for centuries. A barbaric race imprisoned behind a colossal wall of iron and copper. Their numbers are so vast that if they were released today, they would rewrite the very map of the earth. This is no myth, but a truth confirmed by the Holy Quran and the Hadiths of Prophet Muhammad. In today's video, we will explore the journey of Dhul Qarnayn in the light of Surah Al-Kahf, where the foundations of this wall were laid, and we will learn about the signs of how this wall will eventually break and the catastrophe that will then befall the world. The story begins with Hazrat Dhul Qarnayn, whom Allah had granted sovereignty over the east and the west. In Surah Al-Kahf, verses 93 and 94, Allah the Almighty states, Translation, until, when he reached between two mountains, he found beside them a people who could hardly understand a word. They said, O Dhul Qarnayn, indeed Gog and Magog are spoilers in the land. So may we give you a tribute on condition that you make between us and them a barrier? Dhul Qarnayn was a sincere and God-fearing king. He refused to accept their money and told them, The power my Lord has given me is better. Just assist me with your physical labor. The method Dhul Qarnayn used to build this wall still amazes modern engineering. He ordered massive blocks of iron to be brought and filled the gap between the two mountains. Quranic reference, verse 96. Bring me sheets of iron until, when he had leveled them between the two mountainsides, he said, Blow with bellows, until when he had made it like fire, he said, Bring me, that I may pour over it molten copper. This fusion of iron and copper created a wall so smooth and strong that it was impossible to climb and impossible to tunnel through. The question arises, what have they been doing for all these thousands of years? According to narrations in Sunan al-Tirmidhi and Ibn Majah, Gog and Magog dig at this wall every single day. Their leader commands them, and they labor until sunset. When the wall becomes so thin that the light from the other side begins to show, the leader says, Let us go. We will finish digging tomorrow. However, because they do not say Inshallah, if Allah wills, when they return the next day, by Allah's command, the wall becomes even thicker and stronger than before. This cycle will continue until the end of times, until one day their leader will say, Inshallah, we will finish it tomorrow. These words will finally be the key to their freedom. When this wall finally breaks, what will the scene look like? In Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 96, Allah says, Until when the dam of Gog and Magog has been opened of, and they, from every elevation, descend swiftly. The Prophet said their numbers would be so overwhelming that when their first group passes by the Sea of Galilee, Bahara-e-Tabriya, they will drink all its water. By the time the last group reaches it, they will say, There used to be water here once. They will wreak havoc on earth, consuming crops and making the world narrow for mankind. During that time, Prophet Jesus and the believers will take refuge on Mount Tur. The shortage of food will be so severe that the head of an ox will be more valuable than 100 gold dinars. Then, Prophet Jesus and the believers will pray fervently to Allah. Allah will accept their prayers and send a plague, a type of worm known as Nagha, into the necks of the entire army. Because of this plague, that massive army of millions will perish in a single night as if they were a single soul. The earth will be covered with their corpses, but then Allah will send a rain that will wash the earth until it is as clean as a mirror, and the land will once again begin to bring forth its blessings. The story of Gog and Magog reminds us that even the greatest worldly powers are helpless before a single command of Allah. That wall still exists somewhere today, hidden from our sight by Allah's will. The signs of the hour are being fulfilled rapidly. It is time for us to reform ourselves.